Hi guys, it's Thomas here from CO2base.com. Welcome to our weekly CO2 review. Today we're going to be analyzing the 29th Commitments of Traders Report of 2022. But we're going to do it differently. As last time, we're going to be focusing on just one market because I really want to show you what our intraday indicator is capable of. So we start off by looking at the report. We're going to examine COT Extreme. So if you remember, we always switch to large speculator COT Extreme. We could do it, of course, on commercials as well. You can see metals are on top of our list. We've got gold, the whole entire metals complex as it is, and we've got silver. So for those of you who are new to COT analysis, just a reminder, here at COTbase.com, you will find a lot of educational material explaining to you what the COT report is all about. Of course, we understand it is coming from the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. That's important to know. We have some very useful videos as well, so you can really, jump into these. These are short, really understandable, brief videos explaining to you the main analysis techniques to analyze the commitments of traders' data. Okay, so we are going to be looking at large speculator COT Extreme, and by the way, we are showing all the markets right now. You can see gold on top of our list, but I'm actually going to open silver. It's a personal thing. I love silver, and I think having that extreme in the market is quite exciting. So we're going to switch over to the 5 years chart, and you can see that commercials are getting close to net zero territory. And even on this 5 years chart, you can see what happened to the market when we had such an extreme. Okay, so it didn't happen too often that commercials were actually net long and large speculators went into net zero territory. We're not surprised to see small speculators net positive, right? So, but on this 5 years chart, they're pretty pessimistic. So I really like this picture. I'm not saying this is going to be the turning point, although it could be. But stresses are building up, and we are getting a more bullish picture from the extreme analysis. So I'm personally getting excited about it. So now we're going to jump over to our iCOT intraday indicator. Before I do that, just if you click here on indicators, you can actually find this indicator here and everything you need to know. So we got the Pro, which focuses on the classic COT analysis, and then we've got the I as an intraday COT analysis. This is our own indicator, and here you can see, of course, a bunch of example charts. What's unique about this indicator that it goes into the micro level. So you can see this is gold on a 1 minute candlestick chart, and we have, of course, these score lines over here, kind of like extreme analysis. We've got commercial speculators, and then we have these wonderful signals that will really help you enter and exit trades. So we talked about silver. We said, whoa, okay, there is a buying opportunity there in the long run, right? It's maybe not the easiest to identify an exact point in time, but this is a daily. Okay, each candle is representing a day. So I just want to show you how this really works. So of course we got these yellow diamonds that are coming from commercial extremes, and then large speculators extremes can be witnessed when the candle, the bar itself changes color, and when we have both of them at the same time. And it is supported by the direction of the balance line over here. Then we have a so-called stripe signal. Okay, so we have seen these stripe signals just as silver went up, and you can see actually even on this daily chart the signals tend to be pretty reliable. So I think it's a very useful tool to help you in the more shorter time frame. Of course, this is a daily chart. Now we can switch over to the 4 hours candlestick chart. Here you can see we are actually receiving some significant buy signals. So again, just to clarify, so you start off your analysis if you're trading silver. You can of course be doing this on corn, live cattle, I don't know, the Australian dollar, the S&P, doesn't matter. For any market that you have commitments of traders report, you can, start off by analyzing the commitments of traders data. I should point out that the intraday indicator, the indicator that you see in front of you, can be used on anything. So you can actually have a look at, Tesla for that matter, right? I'm just going to switch over to that. So you have the indicator here as well. It works on stocks, on basically anything that has price data, obviously. So we're going to switch back to silver. And here you go. So that's the 4-hour candlestick chart. Then you can go down to the 1 hour, and you can see that these extremes, we're taking this technique that you see in my reviews down into the micro level, right? So I really think that these are some amazing tools that you can use, and really, you can actually go into the micro level. Not that you want to do that on specifically silver. So you really want to see and examine ahead of time how the indicator works on certain markets, right? Silver is going to be traded quite differently than you trade, the euro US dollar. So let's see what the euro US dollar does, or how the indicator looks. You see quite different results. You got a pretty decent buy signal. This is a 30-second chart, by the way. You got a pretty nice sell signal stripe. Again, stripe signals are the strongest. Okay, so I think that's important to know. So really reliable and good tool to use in combination with classic COT analysis. So again, of course, our service is built around, as you can see, COT base is the name of our website. And it started off with classic COT analysis that you can do here on our website. The premium service allows you to, analyze all of these markets. We talked about silver. You can actually dig into silver's COT report. You choose the market over here on the left side panel, and there you go. You got the entire data. You can download this data if you're a pro member. You can, of course, select a certain chart. You want to select a certain data set, commercials long for that matter. And then you get that. You can select which data you want to analyze: futures and options, or options only. So I believe that we managed to build this system to the level that if you really want to get into details, you can do that. But if you really just want a glimpse of what's going on, then of course that's available too. So you can go around and try to order, let's say, based on, as I usually do in my weekly reviews, largest changes. And you can see rough prices on top of our list. And then you find the market that you want to trade. And then when you decide you want to trade it, because there's something unique, you can use the intraday indicator, and that will help you enter and exit trades. And by the way, I should point out that you can actually do certain settings to it, and change certain parameters so that you can really extremes, for instance, can be switched. So we have this from minus 100 to plus 100. So the extreme on this lower panel, the iCOT scores, you can determine how sensitive it should be or when the signals should appear, just to give you one example. So there's a lot of settings available here to you. Again, this is a brief review. If you're interested in this product, then go to cotbase.com and you shall find a lot of educational material here. If you want to have a specific question answered, just send us an email to info@cotbase.com. I appreciate your attention. Thank you very much for being with me. I hope you guys will have a wonderful weekend, and I wish to see you in my next COT review. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so and hit that like button. I know I don't say this quite often. I'm not good at that, but I understand it's helpful for our YouTube channel, so that would be greatly appreciated. All the best. Take care. Goodbye.